What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in this video I will be sharing my theory for how the vice president in the show Motherland Fort Salem is working with the Camarilla. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, as it does help a lot. And yeah, let's just get right into this. So Motherland Fort Salem is one of my favorite TV shows right now. I discovered it on Hulu at the start of the summer and binge watched it. Binge watch the first season in just 3 days. If you haven't watched the show, here is a quick overview. But if you haven't watched the show, go watch it and don't let me spoil this great show for you. So if you are still here, I will assume that you either have already watched the show or don't care that it will be spoiled for you. So let's jump right into the summary. This theory doesn't really address Season 1, but it's important for you to understand Motherland Fort Salem Season 1 to understand the theory. So, in the beginning of Season 1, we are introduced to who we thought would be the main villains of the show, the Spree. The Spree are a group of rogue witches who want to free all witches from conscription, and they commit mass murders to get their point out. After we see a Spree member who's later revealed to be Scylla, we see our three main characters of the show, Raelle, Abigail, and Tally. They join the army because they have to in accordance with the law. Throughout the show, we see them go through basic training, and fast forwarding a bit to the final episode, they are all sent on a mission to rescue the Dream. The Dream are a tribe that have songs that can produce powerful magic. And General Alder, the lead general of the U.S. Army, wants to extract them before they are wiped out. We see our first confirmed look at the real villains of the show, the Camarilla. In that episode, the Camarilla ambush the extraction team and show that they have stolen vocal cords from witches in order to replicate their magic. The Camarilla successfully kill Raelle and Abigail, but the mycelium protects Raelle and Abigail from dying. But the important information for this video is that the Camarilla are a group created by non-witches that want to eradicate witches from the planet, and this group is who I think the Vice President is working with. So why do I think that the Vice President is working with the Camarilla? Well, let's start with his first appearance, Season 2, Episode 1. Season 1 mostly had the Spree as the main villain of the season, with the Camarilla only coming in at the last minute as a big reveal. But Season 2's villain is definitely the Camarilla, as we haven't seen any mass murders by the Spree in this new season. And do you really think it's just a coincidence that the Vice President was introduced this season just as the Camarilla took center stage as the main villains? In the Vice President's first appearance, whose name is Blanton Silver, he discovers that his daughter is a witch. We see his face show an expression of shock and even disgust when he finds out. After that, he talks to General Alder and seems disgusted that his wife was a witch. He also refers to witches as your people, clearly showing discrimination for witches. Blanton Silver also blatantly refuses at first for his daughter to join the army, thinking that she will then become a target of the Camarilla. First of all, this breaks the law, and it shows that he disapproves of the conscription system and shows that he knows who the Camarilla are. But even the army only just learned of the Camarilla. And it's been shown earlier in Season 1 that General Alder is very slow with sharing information with the White House. So, how does the Vice President even know about the Camarilla? And all of this is just in his first appearance. Now, I think we should go over the Camarilla and what their followers think of witches and see if Blanton Silver fits the description. Camarilla members hate witches. That seems to be a check. We also see that they position themselves in positions of power and influence, which the Vice President definitely is. So he fits the description of someone who could be from the Camarilla. But don't worry, I still have more evidence. So in Season 2, General Alder wishes to start a witch testing center, or just like a witch testing center act all across the country in order to identify witches and send them to Fort Salem. Identifying witches will also help them protect unknown witches from the Camarilla. Blanton Silver is in stark opposition to this act, which makes sense if he is part of the Camarilla. After all, the Camarilla know who witches are with their own tests, and they don't want the army to catch up and start testing civilians on their own. If this act passes, it will make it harder for the Camarilla to kill and capture unsuspecting witches. And you know, the Camarilla don't really want that. After that, at the weapons test of Real, Blanton Silver shows up instead of the actual president. He explains that the president has fallen ill, and the explanation that we, the audience, get is that because Alder puppeted the president, the president has become sick. But when Blanton Silver tells this information to Alder, she looks surprised, almost like she didn't think that the president would become sick. And Alder's been alive for a long time and has a lot of experience, so something like this shouldn't really surprise her. So I think that the president isn't sick, but the vice president and the Camarilla saw how easily influenced she is by Alder and decided to replace her with one of their own. After all, even if the president is sick, she hasn't shown up in 3 straight episodes with Blanton Silver replacing her, which, you know, in 3 straight episodes, if she's sick, you'd think that she'd be at least getting better enough to make a public appearance, right? There's also the matter of the attack on the testing center opening. How was Blanton Silver able to escape with his daughter? His daughter is one of the most high-profile witches on the planet right now, and definitely was a target of the Camarilla. Yet they just let her go and went after Abigail. But if they really wanted to make a statement, they should have killed the vice president's daughter to show that they can kill anyone and are really, really powerful. So what I think is that Blanton Silver negotiated a deal that would save his daughter from the Camarilla. That's why they didn't attack her at the testing center and just let her escape with her father. But there you have it. That is all the evidence on why Blanton Silver is part of the Camarilla. And, you know, Season 2 is coming to a close in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see if this theory is right, because I think that if he is a member of the Camarilla, it will definitely be revealed in this season. But, yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Too easy!